Good morning, Smarties, and again, happy Friday. Today, Fridays we usually use as a catch-up day from the past week that we just had. So that is exactly what today is going to be. If there is a lesson in reading or writing or math that you have not done, make sure you check that out and check that off your list. Also, we started space this week. On Monday, we did a lesson on the sun. And then on Wednesday, we did a lesson on the moon. So if you haven't checked those out, make sure you check those out and make your space book. We made a space book and we're adding to it with what we learn in space. In math this week, we did lessons 14.1 all the way through 14.4. So if you haven't looked at those, check those out. We started talking about shapes this week, 2D shapes. In reading, we talked about maps and creating a map. We did a map of our classroom, and we also, yesterday, we did a map of the school. So if you haven't checked those lessons out, check them out. I did some read-alouds. I did some phonics lessons. Again, if you are still working in your April packet, make sure you're doing at least a couple pages a week. I also sent out some more activities like that to your family via email. So you have, if you finished your April packet, you have more of those to do if you enjoy doing those. I also did some reading comprehension ones and some science ones. So take a look at those. And writing this week, we just continued working on informational writing. This is our last week for informational writing. So if you have an informational piece that you're working on, wrap that up today, finish it up. We did some story starters, and we also, you did all of that, great. If you want to get some writing in today, you can always work on an author's book if you were working on one of those. So next week, we start a new unit in writing. So we will be starting that next week. And then spelling, you guys took your spelling test. Today also, so that's kind of like a recap of the week of what we did. So again, catch up today. If you got everything done, great, then just relax today, enjoy some family time, play outside. I do have another math game that I'm going to share with you. We talked about add it and top it. Hi, Gabby. Yes, Gabby is again down here wanting me to pet her. She's always wanting to be petted, so if my arm is moving, that's who's moving it. She's down there moving my arm to make sure that I pet her. But anyways, and then I also shared, I taught you another game called Bake 10 Go Fish. So this is another card game, and it's another card game with making 10. Or you can challenge yourself and you can make 20. Okay, so I'm going to teach you this card game, and then after that, you are free to go. So enjoy your Friday, but before I let you go, I'm going to show you this card game. So I'm going to kind of move it down here so you can see. You need a deck of cards, and you do not, make sure you take out all of the face cards and the jokers, and there's one other one. Oh, no, you need the ace. Okay, remember, ace is 1. Okay, ace is worth 1. So you do need ace. So how this works is this can be a team effort, or it can be a game done by yourself. It's very similar to, it's kind of like a solitaire game. So it can be done by yourself. If you just kind of want to play by yourself and practice your math skills, this is a great game to do that. You don't need anyone else. But you have to create your game board. So you're going to create your game board. You're going to lay out 20 cards. So you are going to do across 4. Oh, you can't see it. Let's go up here. This way. So you're going to go, we're going to do 5. Okay, 5 across. And then you're going to do 4 rows of that. So I'm going to kind of move you down this way. You can still hear my voice. Okay, so you're going to go, I have a bunch of space cards in here, so I haven't sorted them out. So 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then last row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 rows of 5, which makes a total of 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 cards on my game board. Now, the idea is to make 10, okay? But you need to think about it because your combinations of 10, because you want to, the idea is to get most of the cards gone off your board, off your game board. Okay, so I see some right here, 6 and 4. Let's see, 7 and 3. Oh man, this is harder than it looks. 6 and 4 again. 5 and 5. 5 plus 5. Yeah, yo. Okay, and now I'm getting down to barely any cards. Oh, 8 and 2. Now, in the directions, it didn't say anything about having just 10s. Obviously, if you have just 10s, I mean, 10 plus 0 is 10. If you want, you can take the 10s out of the game board, and it makes it a little more difficult. So I'm actually going to do that, and I'm going to add in 3 more cards because this isn't, I mean, you know 10 plus 0 is 10. So I took out these, and I added in 3 more. You can take out the 10s out of your deck of cards, and then it makes it a little more harder, but also you can make your combination. So 7 and 3. 9 and 1, and I am stuck. Now, I have 7, 8, 5, 6, 8, and 7 left. So, this is where I would say, okay, can you still make a combination of 10? Maybe using 3 cards. But I'm looking at this, and all of these are high numbers. So maybe if I had a 2 and a 7. So if I had a 2 and I have a 7, okay, 2, 7, and an ace. So if I had like a 2 and a 7 and an ace out, okay, I could do a combination of 3 cards. So it doesn't have to be just 2 cards. I'm going to see so you can see my. So it doesn't just have to be 2 cards, like combinations of 2, okay, like we were doing, 9 and an ace. Okay, so like I said, if I had a 7 and an ace and a 2, okay, 7, 8, 9, add a 1, 10. Here's making 10. It's a combination of 3. You can do that. Okay, so if you get down to your last few cards and you're like, oh no, but you can make 10 using 3 cards, then do it. Okay, so I ended up having, what, a total of 4, 5, 6 cards left on my game board. Not too shabby. Have fun with it. The idea is to get most of your cards gone off your game board. You can play with another sibling or a family member. They can do their game board of 20. You can do yours, and you can see who clears their game board the most. Or you can also, like I said, kind of a challenge. If you don't want to do making 10, you can do making 20. Okay, so cards that add up to 20. Now with that, you do need your 10s in there. Okay, so I would add your 10s back in there. And that one you may have to use, okay, combinations of 3 to make 20. So, a fun little card game for your Friday math game. And like I said, again, you can always play Top It, Add It, and then the Go Fish, the Making 10 Go Fish. So, that is it for today. You did fabulous this week. Have a wonderful weekend. Relax, play, enjoy family time. Remember to be kind to one another, to smile, and I will see you on Monday morning for our Monday meeting. Bye, Smarties. I miss you.